We're going to simplify each of these square root functions, and as always, I've got my list of perfect squares either in my head or on the paper. Just a reminder, these two are not that useful for this task because we want to find the biggest one of these that will divide each of these numbers evenly. Starting with the root 32, my suggestion always is to start high and work low. So 32 would fall somewhere between 25 and 36. So I'm going to start with 25. That definitely does not go into 32. 16, I know that it does. If I wasn't sure about it, I would bust out my calculator and just do a quick calculation, do 32 divided by 16 to see what would happen. But I think most of us know that 16 times 2 is going to give us 32. And then because of that multiplication property, we can break this up over the square root symbol and square root the part that you can. For all these problems, you're always square rooting the part that you can. That's this part. The square root of 16 is 4, so that'll be 4 root 2. Moving on to the root 75, same process. I'm going to start high, work low. Or if you see it right away, go for it. But I'm just going to say if you don't, 64 won't go into 75. 49, that doesn't go into 75 evenly. 36 won't go evenly, but 25 definitely does. Again, if I don't know how many times automatically, I can say, hey, what is 75 divided by 25? See that it's 3. So I can rewrite 75 as perfect square times whatever's left. I can break that up over multiplication and square root the part that you can. And this part I can't, so it stays underneath the square root symbol. Even for these large numbers. So here's one little pro tip I will tell you guys. When you're working high, starting high and working low, one thing that is really always true, the number that will divide this evenly in work will definitely be less than half of it. So instead of starting with 144 and working all my way down, I can look at what half of 147 is. And I can look at all perfect squares that are less than 73 to help me out. So I'm wondering if 64 goes into 147. I really don't know. Actually, I do know. It's an even number. It won't. But if I didn't know, I could check. That's not going in evenly. What about 49? 147 divided by the next perfect square that's lower. How about that? It goes in evenly. So the square root of 147 can be written as 49. It was 49 times 3. I can break this up over multiplication, square root the part that I can, leave the rest alone. That's basically it. We're just always going to try to square root the part we can by keeping this list of numbers handy at the top of our paper or the tip of our brain, and just use basic math skills to help us out from there. Good luck with this, guys.